Hello, this video is brought to you by my supporters on Patreon and my members on YouTube. Minasan, arigatou gozaimasu. My name is Kurt, and this is my daily good life meditation, an exercise that I do every day a little bit after waking up. It's now 4:51 a.m. I do this to remember my life objectives and principles, those which are outlined in my book, Going Alone, which you can find a link to at in the description. I recommend the hardbound edition. I use this time to also think about the last 24 hours, to review the day, including my sleep, to see how I did with the various challenges and opportunities that I met, especially those which ambushed me. I think about the coming day, I plan for today, and then I ready myself to die. But I always like to start with a poem, kick things off. I'm going to read once again, May 23. I just really like this poem, and I'm trying to get a good reading out. I almost got it yesterday, but I think I got it tuned now. Let's give it a try. By Edward Thomas, a poem about the arrival of spring and the departure of an old man, Jack Noman. May 23. There never was a finer day, and never will be while May is May. The third, and not the last of its kind. But though fair and clear, the two behind seemed pursued by tempest overpast, and the morrow, with fear that it could not last, was spoiled. Today, ere the stones were warm, 5 minutes of thunderstorm dashed it with rain, as if to secure, by one tear, its beauty the luck to endure. At midday, and along the lane, old Jack Noman appeared again, jaunty and old, crooked and tall, and stopped and grinned at me over the wall, with a cowslip bunch in his buttonhole and one in his cap. Who could say if his roll came from flints in the road, the weather, or ale? He was welcome as the nightingale. Not an hour of the sun had been wasted on Jack. I've got my Indian complexion back," said he. He was tanned like a harvester, like his short clay pipe, like the leaf and burr that clung to his coat from last night's bed, like the ploughland crumbling red. Fairer flowers were none on the earth than his cowslip wet with the dew of their birth, or fresher leaves than the cress in his basket. Where did they come from, Jack?" Don't ask it, and you'll not be told lies." "Very well, then I can't buy." "I don't want to sell. Take them, and these flowers too, free. Perhaps you have something to give me?" "Wait till next time. The better the day. The Lord couldn't make a better, I say. If he could, he never has done." So off went Jack with his roll, walk, run, leaving his cresses from Oakshott rill and his cowslip from the wheaten hill. 'Twas the first day that the midges bit, but though they bit me, I was glad of it. Of the dust in my face, too, I was glad. Spring could do nothing to make me sad. Bluebells hid all the ruts in the copse. The elm seeds lay in the road like hops. That fine day, May the 23rd, the day Jack Noman disappeared. Darn it, I messed up again. I can't quite carry the dialogue back and forth between Jack and the narrator. Jack continues. He's the one that's actually speaking all the way till the bit about the Lord couldn't make a better day. I mistakenly slipped back into the narrator's role. I'm going to try again tomorrow. It's really tough to read Edward Thomas poetry. The way it's for me at least. It's the way it's structured. It's a challenge though. It's like a puzzle to figure it out, because it's such good poetry. Which you can figure out. It's like opening a puzzle box, and then you can have the satisfaction of having opened a puzzle box. We'll try again tomorrow. Okay, back to it. Last night and yesterday. Slept good last night. Oh, I was so tired last night. I don't know what it was about yesterday. It took so much out of me. We had our holiday party at the office, so I went to the office and I went to a customer site, and it was a full, rich day. I did have this realization yesterday. I was sitting there at the holiday party, and I was just, you know, realized that my ambition for work is just past. Even though I've got almost exactly a year to go, and I still work hard, my ambition is just gone. And that's all right. But it was a sober realization. Sobering. Not that I've always been a hard worker. I've never been ambitious. So I guess that's why it was a surprise to find an ambition that I never that I never possessed no longer is even a motivating factor. Maybe that's it. I've always been haunted by ambition, you know, because I've never been a climber. I've never been an advancer. I've never strove for accolades or accomplishment or office or high salary at work. I've always just been happy being at the top of my low level game. Not even that anymore. I just want to do a good job. I want to earn my keep for the next year. Yet it was sobering. I don't know. Still don't know why I was so exhausted. I had some tough meetings in the afternoon. Maybe that's it. Nothing ambushed me though. Let's do the good life. 8 objectives. These are: to be always ready to die, to make good and effective use of time, to develop and maintain good and sound life principles, to cultivate good emotional reactions, to perform good actions, to recognize true limits and true opportunities, to do just one thing at a time, and do that thing slowly and deliberately and carefully, and to keep my balance. Sorry, my mind is drifting. My 35 principles are: war, reason, homunculus, anchor hold, home of good and evil, purpose, atomic principle, nature, pirate ride, maturity, social principle, family, public speaking, temperance, life will not go well, the horror show, that which must be born, the feast of woeful. Yeah. Distraction, agency in the great indifference, the best seat in the house, the restless man, the path of wildness, the great life adventure, the risk of avoiding risk, sin and damnation, this season of philosophy, script writing, the bullseye aim, the uphill climb, arena and utility, nothing is enough, and being ready. For today, got several meetings, got some documentation to do. I got my day ahead of me. I know what I'm going to do. Don't anticipate being ambushed. Sober thoughts, though. Maybe not sober thoughts. I'm scared of next year. I'm scared like I haven't been scared before. I've never been scared upsetting my life and moving on to a new life. It's always worked out. But this time I'm scared, which is ridiculous. Because it's ridiculous to be scared now. My kid is grown. College is done. I've got a pension waiting for me. I've got my retirement funds that I can access now. What's there to worry about? Yet I'm worried. You know what it is? It's the time after the lease is done here that I'm worried about. That's it. The lease is done at this place at the end of June, which is 6 months away. Now, I can just further the lease, get a small place, whatever I want. But it's scary. I'll have 2 dogs in tow. If it was just me, it'd be easier, but I'll have 2 dogs in tow. I need to get my acting gear. I need to have a plan. That's what I need to focus on. That's what's got me anxious, because the fact that Emily has grown and college is paid for and I've got my resources isn't gonna help me to find a good safe place for the dogs and me to sleep. I mean, I need to have that part of the plan on July 1st. Oh boy, I just realized that's the week that my big project goes live. What? What awful timing. Just maybe that's also what got me worried. I didn't realize that. My last day in this place is the end of June, and the big project that I'm working on goes live on July 1st. What? Is that haunting the back of my mind, maybe? That realization? I mean, these are all things I can work out. Interesting, though. I'll figure it out. Okay, I think this has been a good exercise, though. I think I know what's haunting me. Mm-hmm. Haunting. It's the stability. It's my boys. These 2 dogs sleeping right next to me. I can't have them up in the air. I need to figure this out. The way to figure it out, and it's scary. Like, okay, I could just book an Airbnb for the month of July somewhere, right? That's scary though, because it's an unknown. I need to break down my life into a simple. I have a house that I could rent for the month. I'll work on this. I'm glad we've had this talk. Last bit. Am I ready to die? My affairs are in order, my relationships are sound, and my life's work is done. Yeah. I'll stop now. I'll wish you all the best. Be safe, but not too safe. Take care. I will move forward and up. I will rarely stop, and I will never